Hello, everybody. I'm Patty with Divine Warrior Intuitive. I'm an intuitive healing type of tarot. I hope you enjoy this. If this does not resonate with you, this is just not meant for a reading for you. However, if it does, and if you're here watching and Divine sent you here, then there's probably something in it because, again, this is a healing tarot. What I do is I'm going to be giving you Divine's word, what he wants to share with you. Then I'm going to go into the current energies and then the future energies. These energies are for the week of the 4th through the 13th, Leos. It may be for your moon, sun, rising. However, this is definitely for your Leo sign. All right. So let's get started. Let's see what Divine has to say. Just did Virgos. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Liking a channel, just so you know, gives that opportunity of more growth for our videos to be seen. And we love that. Okay. We love to have people, well, for me, I like to help people. So whatever's going on in somebody's life in their struggles. So that would be really great to help other people in that. And how you can help is by liking and subscribing. All right. Or sharing. Okay. So Divine is talking to Leos about, I can't even shuffle today. He is talking about the Grand Symphony. So when that card shows up, that means that we're all an instrument in a orchestra. It's fine-tuning your instrument, which is you, making sure that you're listening and paying attention to all the people and the aspects that you need to be doing to have balance in your life, but also keep him in your life, number one. Whether you believe in God, universe, or whatever, creator, that is what we're doing. So this is about you and your part in the orchestra and what you're going to be doing to make things meld and come together. I always share this, and that's the number 9. So this is a number to focus in on. So this next week, Leos, what is it that you need to be focusing in? I keep hearing the word focus. What's your focus this week? What is it that you're focusing on? Is it really what you need to be focusing on? For somebody, I keep hearing, yeah, I really should do that. If you're using that word should, it means that you really don't want to. It's an obligation to either someone, and so, well, not either, but to someone, not something in this instance. However, you really need to ask yourself, is this something that you want? Is this your authentic self? Because when you don't have a fine-tuned instrument and you put an orchestra together, you definitely can tell which instrument is off. So that's what's happening right here, is to fine-tune you as that instrument, so then that orchestra can come in harmony. So once you start asking yourself, I should do that, put that into your head. This is, again, Healing Tarot for you this week. Is why am I doing this? Am I doing it out of obligation? If you're doing it out of obligation, it's not of love. It's not something you really want to do. You're doing it because you have to. Thank you. So he's saying in a marriage or in a relationship, because somebody out there said, yeah, but you always have to do things that your lover or your husband or your wife want to do. Yes, but you do it out of love, not obligation. You do it because you want that person to be happy. You want that person to you want to fulfill them. You want them to be complete, not complete, but you want them to be at their best, and you want to see that. That's love. When you say, I used to say this about my mom when I was going through counseling with my mom, I would say, yeah, I should go see my mom. She goes, that means you don't want to go see your mom. And she was 100% right, because every time I went to see her, it's either I had to do something for her, I had to hear negative, I was never good enough, that kind of a thing. So yeah, I love my mom, and I would go and stay for an hour, but during that whole time I would be thinking, oh, I really got things to do, I really could go someplace else. And sadly, as I transformed to more of a spiritual being, it was sad that I did those things, because time is precious, you don't get it back. Okay, so fine-tune yourself this week. Fine-tune what is it that you can focus in on. I see a narrow thing. It's almost like a hallway with a light at the end of the tunnel. I see it just very dark. And then if you focus in on, you're going to see something more clear. Okay. This is definitely the number 7 for you this current week. It's about magical map shifting. It is about shifting. shifting your focus. There's going to be somebody that's going to shift their focus to something that they really authentically want to do, may have to say no to some certain things. You probably will have to say no to certain things, because as we're in this process of healing or transformation or whatever it is that you're going through, this is your future energy. I can't make this stuff up, guys. I cannot make this stuff up. Future energy is to birth and rebirth. That's the number 5. It's not going to feel comfortable. So the number 5, it's an uncomfortable feeling. It's not something that you're used to, excuse me, because it is something new. But at the end of the day, it's going to bring a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, and it's going to bring the things that you want in your life, not what you should want in your life. So I guess the word today is should, or, desire, because should is an obligation. And I really want to go is a desire. Okay. I want to go see her. I really pay attention as an empath. I pay attention to the words of what people are saying. And I hear the words, but I also hear what's backstage of the words. That's the front of the stage, what you want to show me, but I'm hearing the backstage, which is your heart. Okay. So definitely first card out is Virgo energy. We just did Virgo's reading. This is Virgo energy. This is the Hermit. This is about the number 9. Again, we have the Grand Symphony at 9. We have the Hermit at 9. Looking at yourself, analyzing yourself. Stop worrying about what other people are doing, Leos. You're a very loyal person. You're very inept, and you're very caring, but be careful who you're caring and inept to bring into your circle. This is a time of focus. Again, I'm hearing another download. What is it and who is it that you want in your life? Because whatever you want and who you want in your life right now is actually going to present itself as who you will be in the future. Because who you hang around with, you become. People will say, oh, that's so cliche. No, it's actually true. If you hang around negative people and you have more than one negative person, you don't have the power to fight that negative energy. You will gradually become that negative energy rather than them come to you. Because it all depends on what you allow to be around. We got a lot of authoritative figures here. A lot of authoritative figures. We got a feminine and a masculine. We have, I see that maybe there's somebody younger, definitely. I've got a lot of different Leos in here. Wow. It's almost like when you talk to a medium, they have several people come through. This is, more of several types of Leos. Again, this is all about becoming the focal point of your instrument. Honing in. Need to hone in. This is a time to map shift, to shift your energies, your thoughts, your patterns, your ideas. Don't do it all at once. Just do one at a time. So if you really need to focus in on a person or a job or a thing, this is what you need to do. Whatever you first comes to your mind, that's what Divine is saying. I really need you to focus in on this. And if you're depressed, what is it you're depressed about? You need to focus in on that, because depression is really worldly. Anxiety is worldly, and that has to do with what you're trying to focus in on. You're focusing in on the past, a lot of it. So anyway, I'll leave that there. So we got the Hermit. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Empress, or excuse me. What is wrong with me today? The High Priestess. Excuse me. I've got a bunch of downloads coming in. High Priestess. We have the Page of Cups. Very curious. A younger energy. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse here. So this is not a time to play woe is me. It's not a time to play a pity party. It's not a time to say, what's happening? Why is everybody picking on me? Why is that happening? This is a time to reflect on you, focusing on you, on what you can do to change that. Somebody may be doing it alone. Somebody may be afraid of doing it alone. Somebody may be actually hurt and wondering why that's happening to him. Again, there is a reason for everything. However, it's how you look at it makes a big difference. Again, we have the Hangman in the reverse. So this is a really spiritual, this is more of a spiritual focus in on yourself this week, because we have the Hermit, we have a lot of spiritual energies. Okay. And again, this is where, which way we're looking at it. Somebody's very curious about the spiritual world or the spirituality or the spiritual world or how that all works. We'll never know how it all works. We just know that somebody I was talking to, they were asking, well, how do you do it? And I don't know. It just happens. This is the abilities that I was given. I call them gifts, but some people call them abilities. These are things that were given to me. I don't ask, say, how does it work? Because I'm never going to understand until I get to the other side, and I may not even then. I just say thank you for them and allowing me to help people. Okay, because this is a rebirth time. Just like the Virgos, we're in Mars retrograde. This is a time for change. This is a time we're going to the full moon. So this is a time of supposed to be manifesting. However, we're not manifesting. We need to be releasing. What we're releasing is an old way of doing things, Leos, and bringing in a new way, whether it's an old way of thinking, an old way of getting rid of bad habits and bringing in a good habit. I don't know who that's for. However, this is a time to release these negative thoughts of doubt, self-pity. Why is it happening? Why doesn't it go right? Why doesn't it? Why do you're I see all this, all I see is this I keep thinking of the Pirates of the Caribbean where the water's just spinning and things are sucking it down. With I think it was Calypso when she was becoming, they released her and the water was just spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and sucking things down. That's what I see somebody doing with their life. It's the wrong way to go. Let's turn that around and turn it to a spiral upwards. How do you do that? You fine tune your instrument. Unfortunately, the only way to do that is through hard work. Okay? It's through hard work. And it can happen in an instant. It can happen in a few weeks. It can happen in a month. I know for me, when I released my worldly self, Divine gave it to me just almost immediately. When Divine works, he works immediately. And it's not to say that you're going to see the results, but you're going to feel different. It's like a chain's released. I can still feel those chains I just feel them falling off. I can see them. I can hear them. And it was an amazing, amazing feeling. And that's fine tuning yourself. All right. Ace of Pentacles, the Hangman again. Listening to your higher self. Listening to who your creator, your guides, or whoever you do that, your angels, whatever you believe in, listening to that and taking that. Now, there is a masculine authoritative energy there, that might be somebody here on earth, that might be a spiritual person. It also might be somebody who's going to show you some enlightenment. It could be like a counselor, or it could be like a coach. It could be of that nature. It could be this channel. It could be something you listen to pastors on TV, whatever it is. This is a person that has a higher enlightenment. Okay. This is somebody who has a wisdom of spirit. Now, not knowledge of earth. Okay. That is going to help somebody get through that, because we have the Hangman twice. Hangman's your challenge card, whether you want to believe it or not, whether you want to believe him or her or not. I want to say it's a masculine. Then that's your choice. Fine tune your instrument though this week, because you've got something new on the horizon and a new person on the horizon. All right. This Ace of Coins definitely has to do with an opportunity. This could be coins are usually an opportunity of money, opportunity of a job, or anything to do for your future or your career. It doesn't mean that in this safe, because we're map shifting. We're sort of shape shifting ourselves and transforming ourselves to a new, and it could be just part of you. And then the next thing you work on, once you've mastered that, when you focused in, okay, for example, a worldly thing, I got to quit smoking. So when you master that, you're focusing in on that. That's what's the grand symphony. You're fine tuning. I'm going to stop smoking. And then when you get to that point where you've beat this not smoking, which is a bad habit, it's bad for your health, it's smelly and all that kind of stuff. However, you get to that point and then you move on. So when we try to do too many things at once, we give up as human beings. Okay. And it's very hard to map shift, how to shape shift you into a new person. Okay. This is your future card. Okay, it's 5. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel right. Stick with it. Stick with it. Whatever it is you're going to focus in. One thing, guys, just one thing. All right. If you don't know, you got to search. Because the Page of Cups is about being curious. He's about being, what can I do? Where can I go? What can make me better? What can I grow from? Because the Page of Swords, or the Page of Cups, is a little bit more mature in his thinking. He already knows a little bit how he wants to go, how he wants to dress. He knows his identity a little bit, but he's not quite there. Okay. He still is getting his feet wet. Okay. He's still getting his feet wet. That's why we have the number 5. It's just not comfortable. It's like a novice starting out. It's not comfortable. It doesn't feel right. It's sort of like, but it doesn't mean it's wrong. All right. We have the Wheel of Fortune. The choice is yours. The Ace of Cups, another opportunity. This could be love. This could be somebody coming towards you. You could be going towards somebody. We got the Hierophant. This is divine energy. Divine is trying to open a door for you to allow him to intervene in something in your life. I don't know what that is for you. However, that is why he says, once you get yourself fine-tuned as that instrument, the orchestra, I can now put you in and it's going to play beautiful. If I put you in too soon to that orchestra and you're a novice and it's symphony level, you're not ready. I don't know if this is even making sense to somebody, but this is what's coming through. However, when you are ready, I'll put you into the orchestra and you will make beautiful music together. Does that make sense? But again, a lot of spiritual energy here. A lot of spiritual energy for you guys. All right. So this is a time really it's going to be hard. Here's your challenge, guys. It's going to be hard to think positive. It's going to be hard to move forward. It's going to be hard to say, I just want to give up, because that energy is Mars retrograde energy. Don't give up. Focus in on what it is, the number one most important thing. Focus in on that. Map shift it, change it, and then you're going to see something beautiful from it. The challenge is your worldly thinking is going to say, no, I can't do that. Or this low vibrational energy, this low vibrational frequency is going to say, you can't do that. Why would you do that? That's not right. That. Stop listening to those and say, you know what? This is what I want, not what I should do. And this is where I'm going to move forward. And I'm going to become a nice tuned instrument. And this orchestra going to flip and sound good. All right. Because that's what he has planned for you. So it won't come. It's up to you. Again, this is the Wheel of Fortune card. It's not going to happen unless you decide to do it. Because without you moving towards it, it's going to be just that spiraling water that keeps going around and around. And the more you let those low vibrational frequencies in, those negative thoughts, those doubts, all those kind of things, it's going to be going down this way, rather than say, yep, I can do it. It's going to take time. I just need to focus. And it's going to spin up and you're going to have a rebirth and a birth. You could have a new you. You could actually see your full identity, your authentic you. All right. So Leos, remember, don't forget, this could be your sun, moon, rising. If it resonated with you and you enjoyed this video, please like, because that's how it gets shared more. And don't forget to subscribe. I love doing intuitive healing tarot for you guys. It's not for me. It's just for you. So I hope you have an awesome week, blessed week, and don't forget to walk in absolute truth and love. Take care. Welcome. Hello. You just missed it. Please rewatch.